Hey guys, Dan091 here. Welcome back to, I don't know what episode number this is, but it'll be in the title. I've been away for quite a while over Christmas and New Year. I've pretty much been spending time with the family, doing all sorts of stuff. Yeah, so sorry about the no videos over Christmas and New Year. I just didn't have enough time to get any videos out, unfortunately, but we are back, hopefully at a normal pace now, hopefully back to one a day. Maybe not straight away, but hopefully. But the first thing I want to say is I'm not going to be using Buildcraft stuff anymore. Every time that I do, like the quarries over here, I think I told you about this. I was actually having a problem with the quarry. It would just like completely break and it would keep crashing my computer. Well, it's not just the quarry that did it. I used the filler because this tree was here and I couldn't be bothered to axe it all because it would just take forever. But I tried to use the filler. It did the job, but then I spent 2-3 hours maybe just trying to get the world to load, and eventually I just went into MC Edit and just took the filler out, and it's all fine and dandy, working perfect. But yeah, so I don't think I will be using the Buildcraft stuff anymore, and that brings me on to what I actually want to start doing today, which is I want to start getting the, I think it's the Ender Quarry? Yeah, I want to start getting the Ender Quarry up and running, because I don't want my, my quarry running on Buildcraft anymore, because I don't know what's going to happen. So, I honestly don't know how to begin with this, so let's have a look. We need some ender infused obsidian, a sapling, pickaxe. Okay, so let's start with the basics, shall we? Let's come down here. Ender quarry. No, that's the wrong screen. Right, endothermic pumps. We're going to need a whole bunch of stuff. An iron pickaxe, some of these ender infused obsidian. So we're going to need, what, 4, 8, 10, 11, 12. No, that's 16, I think. 17. 19 of these ender infused things, so that shouldn't actually be too bad. There we go, we've got those, so they're nice and done. So the endothermic pumps, we're going to need some iron pickaxes, which we should be able to make. Luckily we only need 2 of them. And what else do we need? We need Eye of Ender, which we should be able to make a couple of these. Yep. And then we need water buckets and lava buckets. So I need, what, 2 of each. So let's see what we've got. We don't have any. Okay. So I need to go and get some water and lava. Shouldn't be too difficult because I can get water from here. Like that. And I can just quickly run over here and go into the nether to go and get some lava. So yeah, this is going to be pretty much what we're doing this episode, because yeah, as I said, really don't want to be using that Buildcraft one anymore, just in case. I mean, at the moment it's not causing me any problems, but you never know what's going to happen. I don't even know if I'm going the right way. I think I am. I'm going A way, definitely. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, you never know what's going to happen. And I have just realised I do have my pump still in here, don't I? think. God damn it. Bloody bats. So where's our little tunnel that leads right back? Yeah, I think I have actually got a pump, so I didn't need to come down here, but oh well. Not to worry. So let us head back and get into here. Bloody zombie. No, you're not coming anywhere near me. Right. So we should have everything we need to make the pumps. So let's go ahead and one. And what are we missing? We're missing something. Apparently. We've got the diamonds. We've got the buckets. That's what we're missing. An iron pickaxe. There we go. Because I forgot that this terminal tries to pull it out. It takes the one that's already in there out. So let's make a diamond pick if we haven't already got one. The next thing we need are these ender cores. Now these ender cores use the obsidian and eyes of ender, which we need some. Boom. And it also uses these magical wood. So for the magical wood you need enchanted books. And I think the way this works is you get more wood the stronger the enchant is. I'm not 100% sure, so you know, but I think that's how it works. So we should have, oh, we've got nothing. Actually I can just do it through here, can't I? Right, so we need bookshelves, so we've got 2 of those, and we need, we should have everything else that we need, but for some reason it's not actually working. Is there? No, it's just in the shaped crafting. Oh, you can use a bookshelf with liquid XP. I might do that then. Fluid transposer. Actually, grab our bookshelves. Now these shouldn't have anything in. It's got the snowballs in, which are kind of already being put in. I suppose we can use this one, can't we? Yeah, not there. So we need to grab some liquid XP. And where the hell did that go? What? Okay. Not sure what that's all about. Can I just put these in here like that? I can. And then put the books in and toggle it, and hopefully, no, where's the magic wood? There it is. We need 8,000. Okay, so we've already got what, 2? Okay, so this is going to be a bit of back and forth. So what I'll do is I will come back once we've actually got our magical wood, because we're going to need a couple of it. Right, we're just cooking up the last one, and I am so glad that I've got this this system that automatically does this, because this would be a rather big hassle otherwise. So I'm really glad I got that. Also, speaking of which, I can put my levels into it because I don't need them. So we now have 8 magical wood. It did take a little while, but not too long. So let's go end a quarry, and we should be able to make these cores There we go. And I believe you can also use these cores to speed up the growth of the ender lily seeds, but I'm not too fussed about that. So now we need this, which should be quite easy. We just need burnt quartz. So for that, we just take some quartz, and I believe all we need to do is put them in the furnace. Or not. I thought that's what you did. You do smelt it, but apparently it doesn't work in the redstone furnace. That's kind of annoying. Will it work in the... Yes, it'll work in this, so that's going to have to do. I'm not sure why it doesn't work in those, but it doesn't for whatever reason. And I'm glad to say that this is still running, so my quarry is still working, but again, I'm not going to be too happy with it. So I do want to change it. Plus the ender quarry is actually really good. Now, I don't know too much about it, so I will have to go and look into it before I start with it. But, there we go. So... yeah, I'll have to look into it before I actually start showing you guys what you need to do with it. But for now, we have our ender quarry. So what I'll do is I'm going to go and have a look to see how this works and what I need to do to power it and all that stuff. And once I've done that, I will be back and hopefully we will be setting up a new quarry. So I shall see you in a moment. Okay, so what we need are vanilla fences. So what I'm actually going to do is, because we're going to need a few of them, I'm going to go ahead and set them up in the auto crafter. Now, which one is it, the one that I want? I think it's that line. So let's go ahead and put them in there. And let's just craft 200 of them. That should be enough, hopefully. So what we need to do is we need to go and set up the area that we want this to be in, which will obviously be the exact same area that our current quarry is in. So I need to go ahead and set that up. But I'm going to need a few more fences first. Yeah, I think we're going to need a lot of fences, to be honest. But we will see, we'll see. So let's take this for now, see how this goes. So let's go over to our, we're in the wrong place, it is up here. Let's go over to our old quarry that we are going to get rid of. And we do actually need to get rid of this. Now I'm kind of worried because I kind of feel like this is going to be a big problem. So I'm going to turn this off so it stops first. Because I honestly don't know what's going to happen. The way the filler was, don't really trust it. So I'm going to have to wait for this to stop. But basically what I'm going to do is, around the edge where these orange pipes are, I'm literally just going to place fences all the way around over to here, then basically make a giant square out of fences. And then what you need to do is replace one of the blocks. It doesn't matter which one, as long as it's a block. You just replace it with the ender quarry. So you can place it on the corner, you can place it in the middle, wherever you want. And then just hook it up to some power and put a adjacent inventory next to it, and it should start running. Also, the best thing about this is it will only run if the inventory's got space. So if it fills this up really quickly and it's just like completely full, the ender quarry will actually stop, which is quite nice. Now I don't know if this is going to work, but all we can do is try it out. I'll know straight away because if I can't break that after, then it's broken. So no, we're okay, we're good. Okay, so I don't really need to actually move any of this just yet. So what I'm going to do is just go around and place fences all the way around. So it's not going to be the most exciting thing, so I will probably skip most of it, but this is kind of the idea. So you just run it along here, and you take it to wherever you want to go. Now I believe that this doesn't actually have a maximum range, which is kind of insane. You know what, I'll get that later. Yeah, it doesn't have a maximum range, so I think you can build this as big as you want, or as small as you want, if that's the way you're going to go with it. So we've already used a stack of this. That's kind of worrying. Now I don't want to use that because that'll just break all of the fences. And there we go. So what I'll do is I will come back once I have squared this area off, and we will start with our ender quarry. Right, so I'm just placing the last few blocks of my ender quarry, and the first one I placed, I misplaced it. Great, well done. So we should now have everything set up to go ahead and place our ender quarry and start it running. But before we do that, we do want to go ahead and make sure that all of this is set up, because we don't want to go ahead and put it down and not be ready for it. So the chest hopefully can go on top. We can put that there, that there like that, and we can put the upgrades in. Oh, I think I've just put a conduit in the bin. Oh well. And then all we should need to do is put that there, and we're going to need another one, and put that there, and then just break this fence. And then all we should need to do is click that, and then right click, and it's analysing the fence boundaries, and they're successfully established. Now I don't know what happens. I suppose we should give it some power. So we've given it power, and what happens now? Please don't tell me that it's putting it into there. It was. Okay, so that's something you're going to need to be careful of. Or was it? Oh no, I think it might be because obviously this area is already mined. So it might be that. Also, as you can see, I've been... Where's this water source? I don't know where the source block is. What the hell? This should be working, but it's not. It's kind of annoying. I guess I'll just have to just put fences down. There we go. So that's one way to do it, I suppose. But the one different thing with this quarry is, instead of mining how the other one does, this actually mines straight down. Now I don't know which I don't know where it started, so I can't really tell you where it's gone. It might have started here, I'm not sure. I actually really don't know. I believe it's still running though. Yep, it's scanning all the blocks. We might as well just chuck that in there because we don't need it. So it is scanning the blocks, but I honestly don't know where it's mining at. It's not mined that corner. It might very well be this, but I don't think it is because it's... No, it can't be. I really don't have a clue. But it should be running anyway. It says it's scanning the blocks, and it was actually putting some cobblestone into here before. So it might just be because so much of this is mined out. I mean, it might very well be scanning this area, but I don't know. What I'll do is I'll come back in a minute, and hopefully we see some sort of progress. And yeah, I'll come back when something's happening. Okay, I think I've realised what it's actually doing. I think I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's actually just scanning all the blocks first because, well, it's not mining anything, but as you can see, it's scanning all these blocks. At the minute it's like over to here-ish. So yeah, I don't know what's happening. Maybe it's just scanning because it's noticed there's air blocks there, and it's just like, well, what the hell? Or maybe it scans anyway, and then it starts after it scans, or what? I honestly don't know. Never used it before. But yeah. Also, one real quick thing that I want to note. As you could probably see on here, you can actually put a lot of upgrades on this. Now these are really good. The only problem is they use a lot more power. So say I wanted to give it speed 1, which will obviously speed it up. That will be a 5 times power drain multiplier, which, you know, that's a lot. So I mean, if it was using like 100 RF per tick now, for instance, it would be using 5 times that. Can't even be bothered to do the maths, but yeah, it'd be using a lot of energy. But yeah, so what? See, this is what I don't get. It's mining stuff. Where? I don't see where it's mining stuff. It's not mining underneath, is it? No. I really don't know. It's clearly mining somewhere. I honestly don't know what this is doing. Also, the coordinates, I've got no idea how they work, because the number in the middle is, I believe, the Y level, because that's the one that keeps changing, and it does dig down in columns. However, as you can see, the other ones don't really change. And it looks like it's... I honestly don't know what it's doing. I really have no idea, but it's mining stuff, so I'm just going to leave it at that. It's working, don't know why, don't know how, but it's doing it. So I'm going to agree with it and just leave it be. Unless it's mining somewhere else, but I don't think it is because, well, it's not set to. Yeah, this is like proper uncharted territory for me, so I honestly don't have a single clue. But it's working, so that's all I care about. We're getting resources, and it's like a lot less intensive with lag. Also, I decided to scrap the idea of the trash can because, which reminds me I need to take the thing off it. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a system on the other end, which is going to be quite interesting, and it's something I've used before, but I don't think I've used it on camera because the mod wasn't installed. So it's something a bit different. It's not something that would be normally used, but I think it's quite cool, so I'm going to go ahead and use it. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to end this episode here, and next episode I will get into the thing that I want to get into on this side, and it might use this room, it might not. I'm thinking about it, but I also kind of want to use this for my Thorncraft room. Also, that's another thing I want to talk about. If there's anyone still watching this, I need ideas. I don't know whether to keep this base here because obviously all my stuff's here and it'll be a hassle moving it, or to actually move it because the landscape around here is kind of, well, dead. I've got holes everywhere and it's not exactly the best landscape. So I honestly don't know what to do. I don't know whether to stay here and carry on building here, or to move somewhere new and take everything over. I don't know. So if anyone's got any ideas on which one they want, then just let me know. And why is there a hole here? Where does this go? Okay. Yeah, but that's going to be it for this episode. So I want to say thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time. Place, break, place, break, place, break, place, break. Okay, so I'm an idiot. I've realised why the quarry didn't look like it was actually taking any blocks, because it was replacing them with dirt. I didn't see it. I'm an idiot for it, I know. Yeah. But it's running perfectly fine. It started in this corner, and pretty much all it's doing is going from the top to bedrock, and it's scanning every single block on its way. If it's any block, apart from obviously an air block and I think liquid blocks, it will replace it with a dirt block and put the items into the adjacent inventory. Now, if we have a look right here, when it eventually comes down, the purple, like the ender stuff, there we go, it's coming down, and boom, changed into grass. Now this does it, if I remember rightly, by chunk. So where's my chunk button? That's not it. That's not it. That's definitely not it. Oh, it's already on. Is it? Yeah. So which? Ah, there we go. So as you can see, it has done all the way from here to here, and it's done this chunk. Now it did actually start in this chunk, which is why there's grass all here. And as you can see, it's finished here, and this is the end of the chunk, so it started moving on to the next one. And then once it gets to this bit, it'll go back down there until this chunk's finished, then that one, and go all the way through. Obviously there was dirt here, so that's why that's spread. But yeah, I just thought I'd let you guys know because I looked like a complete and utter idiot. Because I don't understand basic things. But yeah, so that's how the Quarry works, and I believe the more RF per tick you put into it, the more it actually, like the faster it'll actually run. So if I had a bigger, better reactor here, giving it like more RF, this would run a lot faster. Now eventually I might set that up with Tesseracts and the Ender Quarry, and then I'll be able to use that, all that good stuff. But for now, this is working just fine. Also, there is hardly any lag on the server, on the client server. I believe that's because the other Quarry was, when it picked up an item, it basically used a lot of the CPU or GPU or whatever to actually pick the blocks up and break them and stuff, whereas this doesn't, because this doesn't force block updates, it just swaps them out. So this is really good for if you can't really handle the other Quarry with lag. So that's just something to point out. But anyway, I'm going to leave you here and have a good day.